Hello everyone and welcome back to Victoria 3. We are continuing on with the 1840s, which is a very tumultuous time, if I do say so myself, and particularly so for Austria, as we have run into a bunch of increasing radicalization, although leveling off, actually decreasing a little bit right now just from standard of living, increases in our nation, which is pretty nice, going up to 12.2. And we still have not resolved the matter of Hungary, as the nobles, the aristocracy, are still way too powerful for us to get away with it. Also, the Catholic Church, although losing clout at a precipitous rate, is still powerful enough to stop us from getting that change done. Now, we do have happy armed forces, and I do like that quite a lot, as it has given us plus 15 or minus 10% mil tech cost, as well as, from our industrialists, bonuses to investment pool contribution, and bonuses to production technology as well. So we are currently trying to build railroads, also trying to solve an input goods shortage. Ammunition is of course at a premium, and that is something we want to resolve if we want our armies to be effective in the field, which I don't know about you guys, but I most certainly do, although it might be more entertaining if they're not, but still. So let's try and get a railroad in every state. We've built a fair number, starting in Austria and sort of going clockwise around in our homeland, although also doing Styria just to, Tyrol rather, to get that market access that we were missing. In terms of how the colonial situation looks, 383 and counting down days before we get some more expansion in lots of different parts of Africa. Of course, we are being challenged in specific sections by different nations like Great Britain, France, and even the US, but I think our diverse interests will pay some dividends as time goes on. So if we take a zoom out and look at the rest of the world, Qing is doing Qing things and actually has managed to resist, to some degree anyway, British and other Western predations. It doesn't look like they have had to fight much and only have one treaty port given away, that's Macau, to the Portuguese. We are also colonizing in the Celebes, so Sulawesi, for those of you more familiar with the EU4 name for it. And the Dutch have a bit of a stranglehold in the East Indies we're trying to break, so I'm attempting to get a nice big island here for myself, where we will of course grow exotic goods and use them for our own production later on, as 19th century powers often did. It should be time, hopefully it's time relatively soon to build more production capacity, but right now we're kind of struggling with that, as we are still running a deficit, have been for about the past 6 years, and that's still with high taxes, although not the highest. But I really don't want to do that, because if you take a look there at the negatives, decreased legitimacy and increased radicals, not just a small increase either, plus 50%. I would very much like to drop that taxation down once we have a prosperous economy, at least enough of one to do so. Now, there are other ways of doing this. If we look at politics, some taxation laws give other benefits, but per capita is already pretty good, and the bonuses out of proportional, graduated would lose us something right now, geez, is pretty small. There's also no support, so it's not like we're going to be getting any relief there soon. If we did consumption-based, wow, we'd just plummet into the ground in a half second, so yeah, let's not do that. Should be easy enough anyway. And if we take a look at our markets, ammunition's a premium, glass is a premium. Even with all the grocers that we built, groceries, it seems, are still at a premium, although are we exporting these? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's take a look at our trade routes. We are. Why are we exporting groceries? I've never said that we need to do this, and I don't know how to get rid of trade routes. It looks like other people have started these because their own groceries are even more expensive. So this is, in theory, helping our market, but it is driving down our standard of living, and I kind of wish we had a closed economy for that, because damn. I want to make the trades I want to make, not the ones they want to make. Said everybody ever, but alas, no luck there. In terms of our objectives, once we get enough rail, we should be able to get the branching out objective. Looks like we need high workforce occupancy and more than 20% of eligible buildings gone through. So actually, now that we are building those, let's go ahead and switch over so that we get some employment. They should stop being a drag on our economy. Let's go to rail transportation instead of road carts. Now, this will do a couple things. First off, the increased demand for transportation will sink us for a little bit as we get the rest of the railways built. so we should see a good shortage there. But as we get them built, we will have quite a bit of increase to our productivity. We also have just completed Railroad Boom, and okay, we can get an increase to building in Moravia, which is really specific, or in Tyrol, which is really specific, or we can try and get towards steel railway cars. Let's go towards steel railway cars. I think it's a bit more of a general boost. And yeah, now we have a transportation goods shortage that's about a mile wide. So coming in here, back to details, yeah, these two we're just out. We don't have enough at all. But our sell orders are going up, and the shortages should be going down here as we build out the rest of our railway grid. Only 2 under construction. Ooh, crystal glass. Yes, yes. Okay, bit of a bug there. Just told us we had crystal glass 3 times over. I kind of get the point. I get where you're going with that. This will, let's see, we'll probably need to build more lead mines, but I don't think we'll have a good shortage. It doesn't look like it. Let's see if that changes. Yep, okay, lead good shortage. Let's get a new route for that. No. No need to get a route for that. Let's just build our own resources for it. So let's go over here. We should have lots of lead mines, and yes, we do. In fact, East Slovakia has plenty, and also in Styria. So let's get more going there and be self-sufficient. That should be pretty nice. We have a lot of things to build, but a fair number of them are these cheap and easy plantations. It's part of why I'm taking the time to build them, to make sure we lift people up out of the peasantry and into being gainfully employed. So we have gone up to 3.3 million gainfully employed, 7.6 million peasants, and 25.7 million dependents. Interesting. So that's, I guess, the old and the young. Let's see. Alright, so 16% chance success, 32% chance advance, 52% chance debate. Debate tends to usually be bad from what I've seen. There's some sort of hit to the success chance, so I don't want that at all. Let's go ahead and get more transportation there, here. I think that's good. I still want some plantations being built while we do this, and we are getting somewhat close to done, so at least that is helpful. Okay. We should be getting close to expanding colonies as well. Now, in 214 days, sometimes the time in this game goes really fast, and sometimes it feels like it just crawls, so my apologies there. We did get an advancement. Good, so increasing success chance by 10%. It's very nice. If we go back and look at this, okay, that came directly out of the debate chance. Okay, good. Good. So we kept the high advance chance, we kept the decent success chance now. So it'll have to roll around maybe 1 or 2 more times, but hopefully we should get that done without too much trouble. That would be a good thing for us. And we should see that our transportation situation is no longer critical. That is good. That is good. Also, coal has been relatively well handled. We do need... Yeah, I mean, we're just playing whack-a-mole right now. It's kind of fun, honestly. We're going to keep playing that whack-a-mole game basically the entire way through. But our GDP is doing okay. We're still the 4th ranked great power. The United States is coming up, not going to lie, but we're within 2 million now of the Russian GDP, which has stagnated like crazy. The French, however, have widened the gap, and that's a problem. Yes, they are our allies, but it's better to have weaker allies and no rivals than strong allies who could become rivals, I guess, is the way that I would put it anyway for right now. Let's see. Ooh, reinforced wooden ships is nice, so we'll go into developments, or no, that should be in urban. Yes, shipyards. Reinforced wooden ships, it is a little bit more expensive, but they do perform much better, and I mean, our navy's too small to matter. But maybe it would help us against Portugal, if nobody else. Okay. Expensive military goods, still ammunition, low market access still in Bohemia. But I'm not going to build level 2 rail there until we get level 1 rail everywhere. Just to build that out a little better. Urbanization's at 12%. Not terrible. And our motor industries need to be a bit better. Census suffrage or universal suffrage would complete path to liberalism. I'm not sure we want that. And we need peasants to be less than 35% of the total population. Well, I could run the math on that, but let's see. 10% would be 3.6. So right now they're around 20. Okay, donation of knowledge. Ooh, create a university for free. Yeah. And I like the industrialists as well, so that's fine with me. Meanwhile, let's punish the aristocracy by not having them get a promotion. If we take a look in, that should cause a couple rapid shifts. Yep, these guys have been gaining clout as I've stopped suppressing them, but that event should decrease it a little bit. And we haven't really had an increase in radicalism for a while now, so at least that is leveling off, if not disappearing. Incremental progress. We have also kicked up toward 40% literacy. Still need to build more research. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Got carried away, building all the fancy shiny things. But we still can't build, we still can't build munitions factories, so let's go ahead and, well, no, we still need the rail first. Competing interests. Such is life, unfortunately, but let's go ahead and get these going, because our other rail will finish up soon. Come on, please. 6 weeks. Damn, I thought it was closer. It looked closer than that, but once those are done, we can start building singular universities while the rest of our building queue finishes up. Down to 4 million in gold reserves. Might have to put in a new tax. Let's see. Liquor would get us a ton of money, but it would also piss off everybody. Luxury clothes might be a good option. Or luxury furniture. The problem is I don't really want to punish the upper class quite yet. The upper class will drive part of our interest in intelligentsia, and that's what's driving our reform progress right now. So it would be a little bit of a detriment to do that at the moment. Choices, and I'm not entirely sure how to navigate them. Our GDP actually stalled there for a bit. I wonder if that's because we switched over and didn't have the goods to get it done. Alright, well, let's take a look here. 74 days. I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to call it for today, so that's all we've got. Thank you all for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.